the other question, interestingly, Maria, that comes to mind is that despite the numbers, why isn't the RJD haggling for the position of the chief ministerial post?
Yes, so that certainly is the question. But I think Lalu Yadav understands that being the second fiddle here perhaps will yield better dividends going ahead rather than taking the complete being on the driving seat, which Nitish Kumar would certainly want to be. Nitish Kumar at 43 is a diminished force in Bihar. Whether he was with the BJP, it almost appeared that he was the nominated chief minister. The BJP was the bigger brother. They managed two cabinet, two deputy chief ministers' berth. BJP had also got the speaker's chair. So what is the nature of arrangement that is being worked out with the new ally, that is Tejashwi Yadav and RJD? It is Tejashwi who has got his father on board completely, but his father Lalu Yadav has been in talks with Upendra Kushwaha. So that line that we have been talking about, who is the line between Nitish Kumar and Lalu Yadav, it is the state JDU chief, that is Upendra Kushwaha, who has been holding repeated meetings with Lalu Yadav. Lalu Yadav himself is in Delhi, but the father and the son are in complete sync in ensuring that as far as support of the RJD to Nitish Kumar is concerned, that will happen.
Right. Maria, stay with us because I can see Siddhant is also very patiently waiting his turn. Siddhant, if I could come to you, I'd like you to, tell me about how the negotiating power of the RJD right now is currently under the shadows of the Land for Jobs scam. All right, we'll continue with that discussion because I'm getting in a breaking news. Tejashwi Yadav has addressed to the Mahagathbandhan leaders. He said that heartfelt thanks to you all for trusting me. We will work on the promises we made back in 2020 and we have to do a lot for Bihar. That is the latest we are getting in from Tejashwi Yadav. He's addressed the Mahagathbandhan leaders. Heartfelt thanks coming from Tejashwi Yadav for the leaders of Mahagathbandhan, and he thanked them for trusting him, and he's made promises that they will be working towards making Bihar a better place, and these were promises that he's alluding to back of 2020. Clearly goes on to indicate that there's an alliance in the making between the JDU and the RJD, as was also hinted by Lalu Yadav's daughter Rohini Acharya in a tweet that she sent out just a few minutes ago, saying that make way for us, we are all set to come, Lanten ke liye rasta banaiye. And now the latest we are now hearing is that Tejashwi Yadav has sent a vote of thanks to the leaders of Mahagathbandhan, telling them to believe in him, that they'll be making Bihar a better place and that he'll be living by the promises that he's all right, let's quickly go to Maria. Maria, I think this vote of thanks going for the leaders of Mahagathbandhan coming from Tejashwi Yadav is another big indication that the alliance is almost set to happen.
Yes, so around 10 a.m. is when the RJD meet began at Circular Road, which is the official residence of Tejashwi Yadav. And even as we speak, there is the final message that is going to Tejashwi, to all the MLAs who have gathered there. And Saurav has some information coming directly from that meeting, perhaps from one of the MLAs of RJD, who is sending all information to Saurav. Saurav, so what exactly is Tejashwi saying, telling his MLAs in that lunch meeting which is happening now?
Yes, the meeting that, after the meeting that got over a little while ago, Tejashwi, yes, it's the lunch time and Tejashwi is addressing the MLAs over there, and he's thanking all the MLAs and MLCs present over there, and he's saying that he thanks everyone for the trust that they showed upon him, and also he says that he's going to work for all the promises that he made in 2020 elections. So he's very confident about this, that he is going to form a government with Nitish Kumar, and again according to our sources, Tejashwi is, after the lunch, he is coming to CM's house with the letter of support, and he'll hand over the letter of support to the CM, and then because it's just 50 meters away from CM's house, so it'll be very easy to come and march to CM's house, and then
perhaps the movement will happen. So well, let's wait again for that modality to really out, because there are multiple information coming as to how this entire transition of power will actually be taking place. As we have, Nitish Kumar right now is an alliance BJP? How will that alliance end? Will he be addressing a press conference, or will it be an address by the BJP president, JDU president, that is Lalan Singh? All that we'll have to wait and see. But for the moment, Tejashwi Yadav telling his MLAs that yes, he is thankful, but he is also assuring them that he will ensure that all the promises that they made on behalf of RJD in 2020 elections, those promises will be fulfilled. Because let's not forget that there are a number of MLAs who had expressed apprehension and skepticism that what will they go back and tell.
Right. All right, we have some more breaking inputs coming in on the Bihar story. Tejashwi Yadav will be handing over his letter of support to Nitish Kumar after leaders finish their lunch. Remember, just at 2 p.m., Nitish Kumar is expected to march towards the Raj Bhavan, and the latest we are now learning is that Tejashwi Yadav will hand over his letter of support to Nitish Kumar after leaders finish their lunch. The letter is to be given post 2 p.m. Remember, the next 2 hours are going to be very crucial. At 4 p.m., we are also going to be seeing the meeting, the very crucial meet take place between Nitish Kumar and the governor of Bihar. And it will be in a short while from now that the letter of support will be handed over from Tejashwi Yadav to Nitish Kumar. Maria, if I may bring you in on this, I think the writing is on the wall now that we've learned that Nitish Kumar will be receiving the letter of support from Tejashwi Yadav. Should we still expect Tejashwi Yadav to be accompanying Nitish Kumar during that meet with the governor?
Yes, possible. Now we can really say with certainty that it's game over as far as BJP JDU alliance in Bihar is concerned. Nitish Kumar, while addressing his party MLAs, has spoken about how BJP was trying to weaken his government. We'll have to wait and see whether